All right, testing microphone. I'm gonna see if the bit rate is good or not. It's good enough. You're funny, bro. Let me check the bit rate. It's good enough. Sorry, guys. The stream's gonna look a little blurry. I'm too bothered to fix it because I'm just too much of a sigma. All right, I'm too much of a sigma to actually fix it. All right. Han, should I join voice chat 1? Also, the stream thing's different because PC reset again. I was just watching that same video. I've seen like the mini version. I'm pretty sure it's like a short. Yeah, furry humor is suggestive by this guy. Guys, my career might be over. The video is over in 5 seconds. I'm cooked. My attention span is cooked. It's crazy how this video is like 3 hours ago. I'm already reacting to it. It's okay. Okay, I'm gonna show myself. Ooh, the bird. All right. Bro's being anti-furry. Bro's being anti-furry. Alright. Oh my god, it's... Oh my god. Okay, guys, I gotta give some context, because I feel like he's gonna bring up a few things. So, this video was 1 year ago, alright? These 2 other videos could probably be held against me, but they're still really old. They're like 9 months ago, even a year ago, too. So, yeah. Oh, hold up. Okay, birds are here. Oh my god, the birds won't. Guys, I'm so sorry. It's a bit noisy. Guys, probably gonna get worse if I ever get a better microphone, because it's gonna pick up even more noise. Hello. Oh wow, a lot of people are joining my stream. Hold up, guys, I'm not dead. Oh my god, I actually have a good streaming career. Alright. Alright, this video is kind of out of place with all the other ones.
Before we start, I'd like to confess something. I really wanted to make an unscripted version of this video, but I have a problem. This shouldn't be a huge concern considering this video ended up following the format of a scripted video anyway, but I am insanely terrible at speaking my mind and having words come out if I want to access them in my brain.
Alright, that's fine. I actually have the opposite issue. I actually have a opposite issue compared to him where I could speak my mind, but I'm not really that good with scripting. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm starting to do that, especially with the upcoming TF2 video. But sometimes I also have I also have his issue where I just sometimes my voice is, I don't know, man. Like, I just start stuttering and everything. It's so annoying. So I get his pain.
Especially when I go to start recording a reaction. Much like Ernie here. You see, if that was unscripted, whenever since I came across this video posted by the user the Ernie Clan YT in my recommended, I've actually been wanting to make a response for quite a while. I actually had the idea postponed after this post I saw and mistook for Ernie experiencing valid criticism, responding accordingly, but considering this ratio, I'm pretty sure Ernie hasn't made a turnaround.
Bro. What?
Experiencing valid criticism, responding accordingly, but considering the...
Is it really over? Have you finally been exposed to be a chill furry? Bro, what? You are... Okay, I'm actually kind of getting sick of people bringing up this, I read every single comment on my channel, alright? I am so starved of everything where I constantly check my comments, alright? I heart my own comments just because I can heart them, alright? Alright? Why are people looking so deep into this, alright? I'm gonna say it right here. I love criticism, alright? It's free content for me. It's good for everyone. I don't know why the hell everyone keeps bringing up this point that I'm some, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why people look so deep into this that I heart my own comments. I don't understand. Oh, look. It's, this guy. I've seen him. Yeah, this is actually my parrot. This is my parrot, guys. Don't worry. Ernie's totally a bird with a human body. No, but actually, also, I've gotten so many furries commenting on those videos saying how I'm a fursona. Like, these videos, they keep saying, oh crap. But they keep saying how I'm a furry because Ernie's an anthropomorphic animal, quote unquote. These MFs are looking too deep into it, I swear to God. No, but actually though, I like criticism, alright? And when I'm not getting criticized, I lose my shit, alright? Like, Ernie, I need to make your thumbnails. Why did I read it out like that? I don't know. Why did I read it out like that? What's the whole point of a furry? Ernie, your voice changed? Yes, it has. Yeah, puberty. Alright, that's it. I sounded so much different with these videos, alright? My voice gotten deeper, and I feel like I got more expression in my voice, honestly. Also, I know this is a joke. I know this is a joke, obviously. It seems like I get angry when people keep calling me saying I have a fursona. But, like, I'm literally playing into the joke. It's like Queso, with people calling him fat. He's, like, playing into the joke. You're a furry and exposed! Get up! Hold on, let me... Where's my stream deck? This guy doesn't have a stream deck extra large. There we go. Alright, let's get back to this video. People just look way too deep into me hearting my own comments. Alright. Also, another goddamn reason why I heart my own comments, because I want to go through the comments, right? And I don't want to look through thousands of comments of unread comments. Alright, I heart them all and how I look at them. Ernie's a hacking furry! Cancel him! Alright. Let's actually get into the video.
This ratio, I'm pretty sure Ernie hasn't made a turnaround, nor do I actually really insist him to. You see, Ernie actually seems like he isn't as close-minded to me as other anti-furries below his age group, and you're about to see why I think that in just a bit.
Some furries are not as bad as others, and the same goes with opinions. Not all of them are bad, but some of them. Some of them are absolutely...
Now, this is certainly a step in the right direction. It's almost to the point this statement actually sounds like it's coming from someone who has furry peers. I love to see someone who has certain problems with a portion of furries emphasize the distinction between...
Okay, he's actually... Okay, I'm glad he didn't go ape shit that I was calling... is that I was somehow calling all furry zoophiles right there. Because it pissed me off when I said that, and people just thought that I was saying all furries were zoophiles. Alright? So I'm glad he's actually using 2 brain cells to actually, you know, understand that I'm saying that it's their opinion and it's, you know, bad. Well, dude, what is happening?
2 completely different things. As someone who considers themselves a furry, I can say that anyone who is openly attracted to living, breathing animals is completely degenerate and has mental issues that need to be corrected. And I'm pretty sure they'd be a criminal too, actually. But then Ernie goes on to say those individuals who reside in filth aren't the main topic, nor are they the main topic for the sequel to this. Not in the slightest.
See, I said... Wait a minute. I actually said that because I was talking about... Ottawa. I'm pretty sure that... Wait a minute, he's actually criticizing me. Crap! Oh no! I'm cooked! Oh no! Hold on, let me rewatch that.
The distinction between two completely different things. As someone who considers themselves a furry, I can say that anyone who is openly attracted to living, breathing animals is completely degenerate and has mental issues that need to be corrected. And I'm pretty sure they'd be a criminal too, actually. But then Ernie goes on to say those individuals who reside in filth aren't the main topic, nor are they the main topic for the sequel to this. Not in the slightest. These videos are about furries who struggle to take criticism, furries who get set off by edgelords half their age. But I like to think I have a voice of reason, so if someone on the team of anti-furs puts effort into a video, count me in. I'm gonna fart now.
Anti-furs. Prepubescent little hell trolls that are going to be furries in about a year's time. I dislike them, you dislike them, and they think they're comedians.
As big of a fan of this description I am, I can't help to point out its flaws. I feel like starting the video out by saying they will become furries is kind of objective to...
Yeah, guys, I became a furry in a year. Big shocker. Of course, I'm joking. I'm still an anti-furry.
Say the least. It does frequently happen, but it's just more likely an anti-furry could at least grow out of that phase, and probably also realize someone presenting their main character as an animal isn't a reason to be, with a lack of better term, their punching bag. Ernie, of course, fires back with his slime PNG tuber-esque objections worth like 2 words himself. Also, I'd just like to point out how Ernie had the buzzer play when Oda said anti-furries think they're comedians, meaning by that logic, Ernie thinks he isn't funny, which
Guys, I'm not funny. Okay, I was stupid there, alright? Okay, I was a kid when I made this video, alright? Also, egg games, if you spam one more time, I'll come to your house and throw 10,000 pounds of eggs at your house. Also, I think threats are funny if they're used in a funny way.
ironically I think is kind of funny. I don't know, I think he should have thought that one through.
I'm your
Huh, when was this video made? Hold up. This is made in 2024? No, this video feels way older than... No. There's no way. There's no way. That video should be way older. No. I'm not tripping drugs, alright? That video feels way older than it actually is. Holy.
host, Otter the Otter. Some say I smell like fish, I think I smell like victory.
Then why on earth does it take you so long to upload?
Okay, that point was so retarded. I don't know what that point was at all. I don't know. Okay, he has me. I don't know what my point was there. Alright, I don't know. Hold up. I don't know what I was yapping about, alright? Dude. Okay, he has me there. I'm stupid.
Like, if you're succeeding...
Okay, this kind of feels like Ernie making a fuss over a silly little slogan that Autumn must have whipped up in no more than a minute, but I can actually provide my take here. With a schedule like this, Autumn probably thinks they showcase quality over quantity. However, considering the slight childishness in the reactions that are about to unfold, I kinda doubt this is valid. Still more...
Wait a minute. Wait, I thought my point was actual garbage, but he's actually backing me up. What the hell? Yeah, these videos remind me of Saber Spark. These videos, these older ones, these were just Saber Spark videos, but like even more furry. Because if you know, Saber Spark is like very bad, like holy. So yeah, I had to burp a little. Also, this video is just really bad. He just calls Isaac Butterfield an anti-furry for some reason, so yeah.
Reasonable than how much Ernie draws his part out. It's in a bit of a choppy manner too, moving to the topic of...
Yeah, I was a kid, alright, okay, I can explain myself here, but I'm gonna take the criticism anyways. I was a kid, and, I didn't really know how to make good criticism back then. Like, until now, I know how to criticize a little better. We don't talk about the LT Beast video. But I know how to criticize, alright? Even though that led to a somewhat of a bad drama.
One reason for the messed up upload schedule could be events beyond the poster's control, but if there were any, the poster would have cleared stuff up. With that being said, they both get right into the video, and I'm thinking I should do the same.
The furry fandom can be loosely defined as a community of people who are the most mind-numbingly brain-dead ding-dongs I've ever encountered in all my life.
I just feel like anti-furs are saying words to say words at this.
Okay, let me add my updated version to this. His entire video, alright, is so buns, alright? That's all I'm gonna say. He is pretty much having a childish meltdown over memes, alright? He is pretty much having a schizophrenic, childish meltdown over memes, alright? And he brings in his friend for backup, like, my favorite undercover furry streamer.
Anti-furs.
And it's actually insane how Barely the Cat, or Barely a Cat, their thumbnails look like this. What the fuck? You know what I mean?
This point.
Yeah, they're not the ones saying the words. This is just two history oversimplified clips spliced together by someone who clearly thought it would be funny. And honestly, I'm not sure if anti-furry humor does get more creative than this.
True.
Just look at your content. Like, how on earth do people watch your content just by the thumbnail alone?
I can completely understand how Ernie would think this, especially since, spoiler alert, later on in these responses he goes over how overly sad most of the furry fandom and their content is. And I admit, in relation to that point that'll be brought up later, I do not like when someone thinks a suggestive thumbnail is all it takes to leave an impression on viewers. Why do you think this type of content is non-quite's main?
This is a fucking quite video. I fucking know it. Hold up. This is 100% a quite video. I know it. I fucking know it. Scroll down a little. Where is it? Of course. Well, no wonder I stopped watching quite. Holy crap, this guy's a degenerate. On, just keep scrolling down. I know it's a quite video, alright? I swear, I think I've even... Oh my god. I think I've seen it, alright? Trust me. I don't know why I saw it. I guess it was funny. I think it was kind of funny. But yeah. Trust me, that's a quite video. I've seen it. Bro, I watched furry meme videos. Oh, Ace K's actually alive. I'm scared to click on this. Okay, thank God I did not see the message. On Ace K's alive. Hold on. He's actually like living. Oh my God, he's no longer do not disturb either. I missed the old quite low key. Yeah. He just became Gooner.
Channel. Why do you think this type of content isn't on Merg's main channel? And yeah, upon first impression, it really does feel like you don't have to watch the video to already be subjected to everything you didn't need to. But I'm gonna expand upon this far later, so stay on your toes.
One of the most well-known furries is literally a molecular biologist who helped develop the COVID vaccine. What did the smartest anti-fur ever do? Like pass the 6th grade?
What?
I don't even know. Okay, let me add on. Hold on. Let me back up my old younger self. What is that point? All right. Who cares? Who cares that your fandom has a smart person? Just because one of you are smart doesn't mean the rest of you are below IQ levels. All right? Just because there's at least one smart person does not mean the rest are stupid as hell. All right? I watched the whole video you're racking to, Ernie. It's good.
Well, here's the thing, buddy. What did you do?
I really, really wish I could think of a comeback this amazing. I honestly kind of applaud Ernie for this. Otta's really just here saying one person with a persona that's doing good work for humanity is a representation of an entire fandom, but this—
Oh my God, furries doing the thing where they say anti-furries say or call out one person and say the entire fandom's like that, but furries do literally the exact same thing. And anti-furries don't even do that. They use multiple things.
second they see kids making like 15-second videos saying nothing more than furry bad in the comfort of their own account, that's what it takes for Otta to pull out the mic. But I guess it's only natural. I'm sure anti-furries would probably rather see a video this detailed than have this entire video just be me pointing at the camera and saying, cornballs. One.
What? Is this him?
Pointing at the camera and saying,
Guys, I might be cooked, but why does this guy look like steak? Why does he look like steak? He looks like steak. Oh my God.
cornballs. Once.
Howdy the engineers in the field. Farm boy charm with a megaton yield. I've got a cranium blade with uranium to spin your fans with a weapons out.
Now that's definitely a way to knock points off something's reputation. The 2021 cutesy anime girl voice was created in
Oh no, his brain is disintegrating.
transitioning into well-made lyricism. I wouldn't even consider a bait and switch meme like this an anti-furry meme anymore, nor would I even take offense to it. It's not like the video is directly saying, fans of furries, you suck! Fans of TF2, flip yes!
Honestly, I gotta say this. I hate TF2 players. All of them are worse than the furry fandom. Alright? They're all degenerates. They all think the same joke is funny. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. Alright? I will crash out and I will go mentally insane if we even start this debate. Alright? Don't even get me started.
And auto forming a conclusion like that and thinking this is enough hatred to add to this video really just goes to show how sensitive they look. This isn't even a furry in the animation either. It's the exact opposite ratio of human to animal. The song doesn't count, that isn't visual.
I'm just gonna say right now, that's the meanest thing anyone's ever done, bro.
I guess Jellybean's less than serious demeanors really made an influence.
What is on you? Ooh, you so warm.
What is it with these kids' obsession with Russia? Like, I thought joke.
Actually, the song is German, moron. You know, that kind of makes anti-furries look more like... But, yeah. Ooh, Ant responded. Did they just copy my video? Never mind, it's different enough. How long ago was this? Okay, it was like 5 minutes ago, alright? It's fine. Me and Ant has became very good friends. Alright? Hold on. I need to show. Hold up. Bro. Why do I find like the Sigma, like, werewolf humor actually funny? Why do I find it funny? Am I cooked? Han, where's the one where where it's like, Han. He's still in the stream. This. Yeah, this gift, dude. It is so fucking funny. I'm shitting myself. Alright, let's get back to the video, dude.
Jokes about Russians and Soviet Russia died out in like 2016.
Okay, it's just the song. The original video was meant to piss off furries too.
I can't believe it. Another bait and switch. Only this time it's actually directly targeted. But with how direct this media is this time, I'm certainly not the biggest fan of it because of that. Not like I can confirm the original animation was made with genuine, unfiltered murderous intent. But this really is just about the bottom of the barrel hate of those who just like to have fun. And putting the thought of this in minds of those who are young and already had said strong hate as it is, to say the least, kind of inhumane, and to fantasize about murdering really anything with emotions. I really hope
Yeah, I can see his point.
Bernie is true in saying this is nothing more than rage bait, and just someone edgy getting their anger out on the pen, much like Eminem with Kim. I kind of want to know the origin of this, but I'm not sure I'd feel comfortable typing furries getting killed animation.
Oh yeah, it's Flashgate. It's Flashgate. Hold on. They're on YouTube. Yeah, Flashgate. This is where it originated. I think it's like, okay, no. Dude, these guys are like really funny, alright? Their humor is, this, but like, they're redeemed for actually being funny, alright? I was low-key the GOAT of bait back in 2023. Even I fell for it myself. Ace K, you gotta start making videos again, man. Seriously, you're funny. Like, seriously, I should probably put my humor into, like, my humor on my streams into my videos, and also return the funk intros back. I need to do that.
Prepubescent little hell trolls that are going to be furries in about a year's time. I dislike them, you dislike them, and they think they're comedians. So I want to see if they're really as—
Wait, I'm retarded. Why am I watching Aldo's video? I'm actually reload the page. I am where? What are you talking about? Notifications? I have a video in the workings.
Into Google. Oh, and about Russia, it's a fair argument for Ernie saying it's just a song, but for some reason, my mind went to Russia's government punishing and imprisoning those who identify as a sexuality that isn't straight, and that probably plays a part in kids of this maturity level thinking Russia's Sigma and base.
Yeah, honestly, I kinda have a reload the page, the video you're watching. Alright, let me remember that.
Type.
I am able to explain this point in depth if you like, without getting too much detail. I know the original video is out of reacting to. Either I can explain or hear context. Alright, hold on, let me.
Bernie is true in saying this is nothing more than rage bait, and just someone edgy getting their anger out on the pen, much like Eminem with Kim. I kinda wanna know the origin of this, but I'm not sure I'd feel comfortable typing furries getting killed and aced, but I digress. I might have to sit down for a bit after seeing this animation. The third bait and switch in a row, and
Yeah, I actually really hate bait and switch memes. Like TF2, like I actually hate them now. Like, they're just so goddamn annoying. Like, please make something funny for once. Alright? They're so easy to make. It's the slop memes, alright? I'm starting to get so angry we're at a point whenever I start making my own meme animations against furries, I'm going to do the exact same thing being bait and switches, but they're actually good.
the second one I take no amount of offense to. You know, these keep popping up so much, I think I might have to shorten the name of these, maybe to something like BS. Wait a minute.
I noticed that this meme was made a little bit too well to be made by an anti-fur, so I looked up the watermark in the left corner, and it was made by a furry.
Okay, and?
Ernie does have a good point here, though. Why would Oda put a furry-made meme with the anti-fur memes here that clearly struck a nerve within them? Once again, this meme is more pushing furry cringe to the side than it is direct hatred.
Many people have been talking about this so-called fandom. They say that the fandom is people acting like animals or wannabes, and how that they should just kill themselves.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Game Theory. And on this episode, we're gonna be trying to figure out who the fuck.
I like how they're using MatPat as like some sort of anti-fur idol.
Ace K, how dare you insult my fans? My fans are intellectual people. How dare you insult them? You're being punished. But I don't know. This cursed video.
No, it's just a meme. It was just MatPat.
See, now this is what I'm more used to being considered anti-furry. Going edgy and honestly, slightly advocating for meh, who cares if the chill ones get death threats too? Something tells me the 12-year-old who spliced this has a hard time processing more than one sentence at a time. But on
Indeed.
to the actual subject matter of MatPat being the representative of the Senate, with Ernie's dismissal actually being kind of an inferior response for once, and Actually, odd is kind of wrong too. So I actually did a bit of digging on MatPat's official Instagram and Twitter, and I couldn't find him following a single creator on either platforms who represents themselves as a furry. But judging by the legit angel of a creator MatPat was, I have a hard time believing this amount of toxic positivity in this type of context would be something MatPat truly thinks about just some people who are mostly just like, this creature's cute, what if it had my human emotion? Wow, just barely a quarter through all of this content. And
yeah, I can see his point, but like, again, it's just kind of a meme. You're not really, your fans are not intellectual. Guys, this guy's clearly lying. You guys are clearly smart, intelligent people, and I'll totally not put you guys into a death cult, alright? I'll totally not brainwash you into worshipping a robotic bird god, alright? You guys understand that? Right? Repo or Lethal Company. Repo's better. They're retarded as fuck like you. We gotta reply to the rage bait. You fell into my trap! We gotta find the perfect speech bubble. I don't even know what this is, but it's funny.
I'm already 10 minutes into my own video. I was here thinking I had to make a part 2.
And I am too long into my stream. What the fuck?
Now I gotta pull up. Everybody dying, me included.
What the fuck? Alright, we're just gonna stay here because I think ASK has completely crashed out. Alright.
These two actually both have decent arguments in this section, so I'll just let it play, albeit with a few cuts, especially in Ernie's part.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would. But I legally can't. But I've considered it.
This meme is extremely ironic because Markiplier's brother is literally a furry artist.
Oh wow, you give someone a green screen of yourself. Of course people are going to make memes.
Yeah, I was basically gonna say, well, that's just his brother, but once again, I highly doubt Markiplier would cut any semblance of contact with his brother for what he does. This is just another good guy that I can relate to because my most viewed video is also low effort.
Yeah, but still, if it's a green screen, people are going to use it and... ASK, we can no longer be friends anymore.
Okay, I'm just gonna cut them off right here. Are they trying to insult furries or are they trying to turn them off?
See, now this is something you don't...
Bro, ASK, stop sending weird stuff, alright? I don't want to get my stream demonetized.
Want to tell an anti-fur when trying to make an impression and defend yourself. You're unintentionally holding yourself responsible for their point that the fandom is usually too sad for the child's liking. With that being said, however, I don't think I could think of a better punchline. This meme is just nothing more than a meaningless insult. You know, I feel like just saying either what I said or just nothing would be a better decision. One time I saw a comic where it was this guy pointing at a furry saying, "You effing furry," leading leading to the reply of getting into a bit of a zesty pose and saying, how about me effing you? Like, don't give them a reason, just know who you're working with and ask Goward about it.
Oh, they're using Team Fortress 2? The game that, like, is 90% furries?
This is probably the most basic an anti-fur meme can get, but...
Yeah, but honestly, TF2 players are just not furries. They're, complete fucking degenerates in general. They're all, like, freaks for some reason. And I don't even understand it. Why is your humor like that? I really don't understand. HK sending the most rants and stuff, and I can tell what it is. Oh, game ready driver, finally.
I'd have to disagree with Otis saying a majority of TF2's community are furries. If anything, considering what we've seen so far, is probably the opposite. All those slots are probably taken up by pyromanes. Yeah, I can't really think of anything funny to say here. I've never been familiar with this community. Every character, including Scout, seems pretty loved. That's all I have. You know what? I can't actually be against this one. Well, maybe if I had the choice, I'd rather take them to a therapist and forcefully keep them far away from any pets until they reform and realize they were meant.
Give him like a good retard. That's foul. HK, I am... Alright. What the fuck? Okay, thank God I was not looking. It wasn't too bad, but it's god awful.
Mentally unwell, but I shouldn't be picturing a hypothetical this detailed. I'm just glad this isn't directed at those who actually know the line of anthros and the world.
This has no place in this video. They're just saying that all furries are zoophiles to be silly, goofy, funny.
I don't think they are.
Exactly! They're not!
Just a reminder, they had to watch the furry porn to make that meme. I'm just putting it out there.
More BS, I swear. The first thought I had seeing on this clip was, how did they know it was furry porn? But not only was there a comment on Otta's video that already said that, but no pun intended.
Wow.
Come on. The camera was literally on her chest with a couple frames of the palm moving up, possibly removing any clothing. This right here is just a basic plot in action. I'm just gonna give these two their moment again, and probably skip all the silly bait and switches that aren't made with hate in mind.
Okay, so, I'm gonna say this. What if some anti-furries are not 16 years old, and they're actually older? Let's say they accidentally stumbled into the stuff, or maybe they just found a cut-off version. I don't know.
Yeah, I actually had like kind of a good point there. What if there's like a already like non-cropped or like cropped version? You know what I mean? So yeah.
If an anti-furry would actually shoot a gun like that, the recoil would knock them into next week.
I want to say this. What if some anti-furries actually have firearms? Because most of them live in America, right? And what if some of them...
My point is true. Halo guy exists.
...are actually adults and...
So this is the clip that 8-year-old alien reacted to. I was kind of losing the drive to continue this first part.
The Halo guy actually is in the... What the... What the... What is that, y'all? Oh. No, but actually, if you guys know who Halo guy is, he's an anti-furry and he's already in the military. So yeah, he does own firearms.
Part because I wrote it at 10 p.m. in bed, claiming the following: neither of them are providing anything of substance compared to what I've detailed thus far. Otta's just dropping a technical explanation on how rivals work, like that has anything to do with the argument that furry equals bad or anti-furry equals bad. In that scenario, I'd probably lay low, assuming they can't aim the barrel downward. So, I had this entire mini little crash out plan for this section about how this kid is messed up in the head and how they think putting together multiple buzzwords makes sense and is more funny than serious, which is basically just a less tame version of what Otta said.
What? Like I said earlier, they're just saying words to say words.
But then I saw Ernie bring up...
Earlier, they're just saying words to say words.
Oh.
But then I saw Ernie bring up the fact this meme is based on a true story and urges people to watch someone else, I'm assuming someone like Wang,
Kermit the Frog did 9/11. Allow me
to explain things deeper than surface level if they really want to put in that time. But my point still stands. Putting the image of the community under this level of generalization with one event that happened, likely by one individual.
Alright, I'm pretty sure if I generalized that or not. Yeah. I'm sorry for that. Yeah, sorry. I promise I won't generalize the TF2 community. I have a fuck ton of evidence to get against them.
It's just a bit disgusting, you know? You can say I fell into their trap. You can tell me I'm sensitive for providing my thoughts. Nothing's stopping me from saying that Austrian mustache man would probably be an anti-fur. I'm still a fan of my original point, though. I brought up the possibility of the response, why did you criticize Otta for something you're doing yourself? And I'd like to respond by saying we're not all like that works for both cases. Not every furry is going to put in the time to work on a vaccine. But you know what else not every furry is going to do? Stick it in their pet.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not calling every, furry a zoophile. I'm only calling 96% of them because a lot of them jerk off the furry corn. I think.
If I broke into your house, that's what I thought. Nothing. You're gonna do nothing.
Yeah, there's no reason for me to see this as an attack on furries. More so just on people who think the what would you do if I broke into your house trend was a way to show, with the lack of better term, how badass they think they are. When really on a mental basis, I'm sure it's really the opposite. This template could work for really any video of that genre. However, I do get the vibe this video here is at least kinda satire. This right here is Autumn, and although their original TikTok is sadly now gone, this is the same guy from that Pack God video that was semi-recently shown to be faked, and how the video was faked.
So basically, I'm gonna start just roasting Jacob, that you slide in, right? And then I'm gonna start talking to you.
Wow, that's crazy, holy.
Be like, bro, that shit is not happening. And you start, and then while I'm saying, bro, that there's no way. Then you start barking, right? And then I'm gonna get louder, and then you keep barking. You get it?
That's crazy. I actually used to like Pack God until this, holy. That's insane.
Got it.
I don't want to say the video was exposed as fake, but Pack God himself has also said that Autumn is a pretty chill person.
So specifically what happened was there was this guy who was a furry and he was shit-talking me on TikTok, and he had called me out to roast him, basically saying like, yeah, dude, I'm down to collab. Let's make a video. Like, I really want to get roasted by you. We got into a Discord call, and basically he was just like, I just want to make like the funniest video possible. Like, I don't even care that much about getting roasted. Like, I'm a furry, but like, I'm chill. And I was like, all right, bet.
I'm sure any kids watching this never thought they'd hear that truth.
It's hilarious.
Who the fuck are you?
I actually hate barely a cat.
Anti-furs.
I genuinely have the biggest beef with this man. It's so one-sided, though. I'm sorry, but this is actual crop corn. I don't care what you say about how furries or how anti-furries search for like furry corn and make a bait and switch meme, but this guy is using crop corn to just have crop corn for his thumbnails. Seriously.
I don't know why this is really funny to me. Just someone watching this wondering, where's Barley? Only to see them slid into the video with no explanation, not even including a bit where Otta goes, I'm at a loss for words, I gotta get Barley's opinion on the matter, or something like that. Oh well, I guess me mentioning its ironic humor was at least worth something.
Oh great, we got—
Oh no, not this fucking clip, not this fucking clip. Cut it. Okay guys, I can explain. All right. I apologize for what I'm about to say. All right. I used the F slur and not the word fuck. All right. I used the FAGGOT. All right. Why do I sound like Donald Trump? But I'm genuinely not joking when I say this, but I fully apologize for using that. All right. I was young and I didn't know. All right. 100%. All right. I was completely wrong by calling them that. All right. All right. I 100% apologize.
This
Oh my god, thank god he cut it. Thank god he cut it.
So, Ernie made a comment about a year later that was basically saying gay slurs are a big no-no, but I kind of would have rather seen him clear up if he actually said the word people think he said. Either way, I'll admit, on top of the fact he believes not every furry commits heinous acts, I have a bit more respect for Ernie than I would have if I watched this video before his response. No crash out really necessary here.
Plus, they think that they're so badass making these videos when in all actuality they just look really cringy.
Okay, I actually really like Barley's voice, but I gotta say, I was not expecting him to say what I said word for word and redirect it. So yeah, that's basically the entirety of Ernie's part 1, minus unironically saying—
But I actually do dislike Barley. Also, I would actually add another point where he, Adwa says that anti-furries were looking for, the furry corn, but here's the thing. Barley the cat literally uses crop corn for his thumbnails, and Ottawa did the exact same thing. There is no stream? What is bro yapping about? This is so uncultured. Oh my god, bro, open the fucking video.
Ottawa!
On. God. I'm going, hold on, I need to see if he'll say yes to the call. Hello again. Honestly, I'm planning to team up with, Ant for a few secret little projects, alright? Something is in the works, let's just say that. Ant? Hello? No, not the Xbox Pass. Bro, where is Ant, dog? Okay, not moderate. We don't want to moderate everyone. Ant, wake up, please. We need you. I need to farm you for more content.
TBH.
At the end, he did finally bring up the fair point of furry humor being suggestive, and I've actually come to a bit of a conclusion of some sort. So Ernie's argument is this. Furries that use sex themes as humor alone are not creative, and Ada's argument is this. Anti-furries using the same insults that have been recycled multiple times, such as fatherless and who asked, are not creative. I agree with both parties. Anti-furries can be showcased as not being valid the same way furries can be showcased to be full of lust. However, furries like that are in their own lane. Minus that comic I mentioned, it's very likely that no furry like that is forcing an anti-fur to engage in what they believe to be entertaining. Nor are they making sex equals funny memes as a direct attack against anti-furs. It's more likely targeted to furries themselves, just in a positive way. Anti-furs, however, do knowingly target furries, and the only positive reception worthy is other anti-furs whose beliefs are in line. Believe it or not, an anti-fur going from talking to their peers to attacking is usually far more common than a furry doing the same, and it's probably because we're more commonly mature enough to actually have a voice of reason, and Ernie would have a bigger one if he wrote a script. But what if—
Yeah, I don't really use scripts. I kind of talk my mind a lot, like a little too much, honestly. A lot of my videos are of my mind. I kind of believe I don't really need a script that much to make videos, really. So, yeah.
What if he did look at this video 6 months later and say, I can do better? Well, let's find out with this response.
Okay, let me explain this, alright? This video, right? Somehow, the music synced... Okay, it was using a completely different song, but it synced up so well with this song to where the point I had to use it, alright? I had to, alright? It unironically fit together so well, I just had to have it to be the intro.
I'm sure we all know by now.
Good lord, now I don't know who's had a better glow up.
That anti-furries just love the sound of their own voice. Whether it's in the form of a comment or those...
Guys, I gotta have my own change. I gotta turn my Sigma blood sport mode.
really weird meme compilations they make, you're always at risk of hearing one of their opinions. So much.
Also, I love how like one booba is like very offset to the other one. Like they had like cancer or something. I just had to point that out. Like why is one of them lopsided? Why is one bigger than the other? They could only afford half the surgery. That's foul, but...
So, to the point where I had to block the word anti-furry in my comment section. Take that.
So, I actually made a comment basically saying probably everything I could have said for this section.
What the fucker used this fucking squiggly line?
They here definitely did have a far better intro than they did in the video before, but after revisiting this, I can't actually really get too mad at Otta for silencing the hate that spawned from them having like 1 or 2 bad takes. Maybe it genuinely was too much for them. What do you think Ernie would have done if he didn't reach the correct target audience and every comment on the video was nothing but calling him a cornball? That's basically what I'm imagining Otta's experience could have been, but what do I know? That doesn't mean they don't still get views.
They started making YouTube videos and mentioning me in them so it'd show up right on my YouTube studio page.
Oh, the misery. I have to make a video on them because they made a video on me.
There's not much else for me to say about this intro. Let's see what's making Otta hide their pain this time.
Hopefully @Ottalaw falls for my trick. What trick? I can see the thumbnail and the title.
It's already obvious, Batman. You fell for the trap. By giving them attention.
Okay, Ernie, I see you. Providing some decent advice. This is the drive that's gonna make me make any hate comment responses short form if I ever get big. Not only that, but you give me the idea to actually censor their names in the process. Thank you for your service.
God darn it, he's gonna censor people! Guys, kill him!
And they say we only have one joke. I'm being dead serious. They only have one joke.
Well, most furry jokes go like, you get the joke, right? You get the joke, right? It's
Actually, Albert, it's two jokes. The father's comeback and the who asked comeback. We have much more. We have much.
Honestly, I don't know why I had my humor now in that video when it was 9 months ago. I guess I still have the same humor. Let's see if he joins. We gotta summon the ant. Give him a sacrificial cockroach. In the corner. Yes!
Jesus. Alright.
We summoned him!
I'm trying to make a tornado mod and for some reason the map crashing, memory, something not found, multiple numbers, what the hell?
Alright, so I'm reacting to a video that was made about me in Ottawa.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Ottawa is a faggot.
decent.
I'm sorry.
What did you say?
Yeah, I know.
Dude,
Look,
we're
bro, you can
on
agree on that.
stream! We're on stream!
Oh, shit. Oh, my. You tell me that.
Run! Why did you say that word?
I don't know. I didn't know.
Oh my god, I literally apologized for using that word like 2 weeks ago. And then you say it!
Oops.
Just
Oops,
so
yeah, I got a bit angry.
nonchalantly!
furry.
Alright.
I apologized a month ago and you just had to say that. We're so good. We're not beating the allegation.
What the hell?
Oh my god, we're so cooked. We are cooked beyond a belief, bro. Hold on,
Guys,
I
I
have
was
to
not me who
pause real
said that.
quick.
I blame
have to
the
pause real
Gmod.
quick. I'll be back. Hello guys, I'm back.
Alright, that was interesting.
There's a second bag.
Ew. Ew.
Okay, so this guy made a video about me, right? I've already reacted to 90% of it.
He actually wasn't that bad with it, though. I will say that.
Alright, do you want to react with me with the last 10%?
Sure.
Alright.
Much more material than we have much more material than you think. Yeah, basically Otto makes a false move, Ernie makes a good move, Otto makes a good move, and Ernie makes a not so good move, as you heard with my little tangent from earlier. Man, I really want to go back to being professional. I feel like my brain chemistry is just altered the later and later I've been working on the script.
Who else has none? Because they aren't fatherless, even though my father's dead. I'm sorry to hear that.
Well said, Otto. I would have responded the same way.
Anti-furries, please make up new jokes. Don't even do it for me. Do it for those kids.
Alright, I don't have the choice. Response number 2. This is a huge part of how the ecosphere of YouTube's algorithm works anyway. Not bait. Big issue. Neither Quite nor Merg represent themselves as an anthro-animal. You only see these types of compilations at the top because the internet is full of freaks. These types are quite fear of you.
Actually, for those kids.
Oh, my dog. Shut up, dog.
Actually, that video is from a guy called Furry Meme, so it's a Woody from a furry. Hold up.
Factual.
I could do the exact same thing. Boom, scroll down a little and you'll probably find something bad.
Ew.
Yep. Also, the guy called Furry Memes, it's crop porn. And I'm pretty sure
what
it's
the hell
even
was that?
comments.
It's always cropped. Yeah. Disgusting.
Alright, I don't have the choice. response.
Yeah, so yeah, that video was literally from a furry. Why the your voice sound like sheep? Let me turn up my volume. There we go.
From what?
Hold on, does my microphone sound
what?
good now, guys? Does it sound better? I think I fixed it.
Number 2. This is a huge part of how the ecosphere of YouTube's algorithm works anyway. Nutbait. Big issue. Neither Quite nor Merg represent themselves as
I see his point, but the video was literally by a furry.
an anthro animal.
The
You only see
complication.
these types of compilations at the top because the internet is full of freaks. And this is the amount of digging it took you to find a remotely suggestive video by a now reformed Ada. What is your point?
Crazy.
That anti-furs and furries have the same low effort, automatically funny switch they can add to content, as if those are the only victims of that argument. One time I saw this other comic of a male furry buying a dress, telling the clerk they were getting it for a friend, but it ends with the clerk knowing the whole time he's buying it for himself. It's pretty wholesome unless you aren't desensitized to gay.
So this is what furries watch in their time.
Not for the most part.
So yes, the only joke a furry can come up with is porn.
And the only joke an anti-fur can come up with is fatherless. Ada has been
I actually come up with multiple jokes actually, cause I'm actually very Sigma. All right, I have a lot of power.
We hate betas.
Don't touch my pizza. Don't touch my mangoes. Aunt Mom can't get the bagel. Dude, Ace K is roasting you.
Well, whatever. I'm basically screwed.
over this.
Oh, they got a bone to pick with me, guys.
Nobody has all your opinion.
Finally, something I can actually make a well-thought-out response to. Even removing the fact that SMG4 is already a channel whose target audience is children, this is just another kid who thinks they're in the right for this downright automated response. And it doesn't even make sense either, because if you're an anti-fur, you're most likely hating on furries to gain attention, and that includes attention in the form of responses from furries. And most of the time, watching furries fire back would even be entertaining to anti-furs. So really, I feel like you had opinions coming, just saying.
The way this comes together is almost like art. The screen recording of a YouTube short, the Android.
That's racist to every single Android/Samsung user.
Dude,
yes, I use Samsung. I agree. I agree.
Yeah, as someone who uses Samsung and dislikes Apple as a company, which I can go into why I do if you guys want to watch that, I would have much preferred to hear Ada mention the YouTube interface visible in the screen capture rather than the entire phone model.
Some jokes write themselves, and they do it beautifully.
No, but I do kind of like seeing Ada's pettiness in this one.
Holy freak, guys, it's me!
Like, I can't be the only one entirely lost in that video.
Okay, what I think this means is that the anti-furries are seeing the hint of desperation in Ada's responses.
I see,
and basically saying, "What's the matter, my little Ada? You're so afraid of us?" That's basically all there is left in the video. Yeah, this compilation wasn't as direct, nor was it even as clever as the first one. I think now is a good time to end. So, what have we learned from this? Nobody is flawless. It's common knowledge on the internet nowadays that every fandom has its stinkers, and we get to see that thesis on just about full display, with Ada thinking two long-form videos of reacting to anti-furries in what is less than a mature tone proves that they're completely unaffected by any feedback. And we got Ernie's audience thinking that every single furry is just like Ada, not Ernie, but Ernie's audience. I would be damned if I'm making this video because I want to turn any kid into a furry. That is far from the truth. I just want to provide some insight on how hating on a general group of people without giving a valid reason can just make you look like a fool. If you can't understand what's going on in our minds to want to present ourselves like this, but aren't necessarily against that choice, all power to you. If you're like Ernie here and aren't against furries when they're not being petty and are against zoos, same exact thing here for the latter. Just don't hurt us and we won't hurt you, okay? Have fun playing Gorilla Tag.
Actually, I'm playing Gary's mod, so
I'm Jeff the Killer. I'm
Before
Jeff
we
the Killer.
start, I'd like to confess something.
What the hell? I was actually gonna comment, but I didn't. I was like, nah. I wasn't gonna put a stupid comment though. I am Sigma. How are you? Something, whatever. Okay.
How dare I am the Sigma. How dare you?
I need to see myself get roasted. Hold up. Let me try and go on the freaking stream. On my damn. Oh. Because what the hell? Yep, you're alive. I literally said a bad word live. That is insane.
I now must use my green overflow.
And you're still typing. It is a chill little guy, Loki. I'm sorry. True.
I don't want to save this video as a PDF file. I am the Sigma. How dare you? I must use my green aura flies against you.
Still water. This went from reacting to literally just streaming yourself commenting, bro. I'm sorry. What are you doing? What are you doing, dog? Man, what the hell? You are so cooked. But actually good video. True. Truthful.
Hold on, I must put a freaky emoji to piss people off.
Freaky.
Dude, I wish you could use custom emojis so I could use this one.
Yeah.
That would actually be so funny.
It'd be very uncanny though. Yeah, I exist. Woohoo.
Insert freaky emoji.
Alright.
Hold on.
You fool. I'm more stupid than you, dude. Pizza box is 10.
Hold on, I want to use this.
Raymond says gay.
I wish this emoji was real. I wish this one was real.
Yeah. Alright, I need help. I need help.
There we go. He'll get the reference.
Oh, echo.
Oh god, the comment has been commented. I am the Sigma, how dare you? Grr. I must use my green aura flies against you. Grr. You're so cooked.
Ernie,
Game
it's echoing.
over. But actually, good video. Insert freaking drooling emoji.
Bo, it is echoing
What's echoing?
audio.
That's fine. So yeah, that was a peak video.
Yeah, I was barely here.
I wonder if he's responded to me yet.
Maybe. You know, I made a similar video to why I dislike both furries and anti-furries, so it's kind of ironic. It's not with two people, like just the group itself.
Has AI gone too far?
Oh wait, oh that's AI. Oh.
What?
Oops.
That is not that is real. That's just real.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how people would make that or why.
That unironic looks real.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Alright. I need to see this.
Why the hell does what?
What is this, dog?
Am I supposed to be scared? Because I'm feeling very scared right now.
I feel creeped out.
I don't want to be a victim.
What did someone say about me?
Sorry, you're not the Sigma.
Why does that furry sound like a depressed F word? He sounds like an emo. Happy birthday to a yeah. Yeah,
he
I
actually
don't know.
does
He
sound
just
like
has
it.
a deep voice. I guess he's really tired.
Or he's just there. I don't know. Strange. Sounds like those VR chatters sometimes. Those like ones with the really deep voices.
He 100% has 1,000 hours in VR chat.
All right.
But actually, I think that's the stream. Also, tell
I've
Ant I
only
said
just
hi.
so long. Hi.
Alright, so I'm gonna end stream here, guys. So, yeah.